The Forenta Little Giant Garment Distribution Conveyor is designed to efficiently move garments through the production area of the plant, from the dry cleaning machine to the finishing bays to assembly and to route holding rails. The system you're viewing is designed to be loaded after the garments have been sent through a steam tunnel. When loading, the operator inspects the finish and will send the garments to various finishing bays or directly to assembly. You will notice in this plant the conveyor chain rises to the ceiling at certain intervals and then travels to lower heights. For loading and unloading the hanger hooks, we normally set the drive chain at 6 feet for loading and 7 foot 6 inches for unloading at the drop stations. Moving the conveyor to the ceiling allows for maximum clearance underneath for great workspace. To maximize production flow, we set the finishing bays and Little Giant to drop into one side of the bay, and then we load the Little Giant from the opposite side of the finishing bay. To determine each garment's drop station, we use a series of different colored hooks. We can use up to 12 different colors, and in the production sequence, the same colored hook can be used at multiple drop stations. In configuring the number of hooks required, we determine the largest number of drop stations and the distance between the hooks on the drive chain. These hooks can be set at either 6 inches or 12 inches apart. As an example, if we have 6 different finishing bays and 8 route holding rails, we will use the largest number of 8 drop stations. This will give us 8 different colors and 1 additional colored hook for the redo station if desired. To begin the operational sequence, the operator removes the clothes from the dry cleaning machine, placing them on a hanger. The garment is then placed on the corresponding colored hook to drop at the designated finishing bay. In a plant, as an example, with 6 finishing bays, the color sequence would be as follows. Bay number 1 would be white, bay number 2 pink, bay number 3 gray, bay number 4 purple, bay number 5 yellow, and bay number 6 would be orange, and the redo station would be red. As an example of loading, if bay number 1 was a pant finishing bay and the garment was a pair of pants, the operator would place the garment on a white hook and all other garments would pass through this drop station to their designated drop point. If bay number 5 was a designated coat finishing bay and the garment on the hanger was a coat, the operator would place it on the yellow hook and continuing to all finishing bays. To activate the garment hanger hook at the drop stations, we designed the 12 different colored hooks with trip fingers of different lengths. As an example, the white colored hook has a trip finger measuring 9 3/4 inches. The next colored trip finger measures 9 inches. For the remaining hooks, we decrease the size of the trip finger proportionally. We then set the drop stations to fit the size of the drop finger. After the garments have been pressed and finished at the finishing bays, the operator will place the hangered garment on any colored hook, excluding the red redo hook, and these garments are dropped at the assembly station. If a garment needs to be spotted or re-cleaned, the finishing bay operator places the garment on a red hook for delivery back to the redo station. If multiple assembly stations are needed, we will designate particular colors for each station. As an example, if we have 2 assembly stations and 8 different colored hooks, we would drop the first 4 colors at assembly station number 1 and the next 4 colors at assembly station number 2. These quantities can be adjusted to fit your particular needs. In designing the Little Giant for your plant, we would also route the conveyor to pick up the finished shirts and move them to their designated assembly station. After the dry cleaned garments, shirts, and other items are assembled and bagged, the completed orders can be placed back on the Little Giant to be transported to their designated route holding rails, or they can be sent to the call office for placement on the garment storage conveyor. The Forenta Little Giant Garment Distribution Conveyor is designed to give you maximum production efficiency, to save on labor costs, and for operator convenience in handling garments. If you are wanting greater efficiency in your production area, please contact us. We will be pleased to visit your plant, to observe your present production flow systems, and make suggestions for your consideration. The suggestions and evaluation will also include an AutoCAD layout detailing these suggestions and recommendations for maximizing your production efficiency. We at Forenta remain committed to you, the customer.